Good afternoon and Om Shanti. Greetings of peace from the Brahmakumaris. I would request you to just take a minute of silence to ask yourself a very simple but a very important question in today's time. Just close your eyes and I'll give you the question. And let your intuition give you the answer. We all know the answer. We just need our conscience to tell us the answer. What can I do to make my organization a happy workplace? What is it that I can do to make my organization a happy workplace? Happier than what it is today. Get at least 3 things which can be implemented from tomorrow to make our organization a happier workplace. Thank you so much. Last week, in the Times of India, there was a proposal by the government of Delhi saying that they want to introduce a subject called happiness in every government school in Delhi. And they had asked for a proposal saying, please submit, NGOs, spiritual organizations, please submit the curriculum that you would like to execute for school children in a subject called happiness. And I'm sure most of us must have seen that page of Times of India. But did we pause to reflect that where are we heading? Where are we heading? Our children have to have a subject called happiness because what they are experiencing today is something different from happiness. And second question is, why are we talking screens band karenge? We're so used to technology, so we like to see everything on the screen. There is a lot of difference between seeing something on the screen and connecting to people like this. Farak hai koi? Farak hai? Kya farak hai? What's the difference? Same thing, I can listen and watch on the screen, and the other thing is connect person to person. So what's the difference? Clarity and concentration. What else? Personal connect. We get connected together by a collective energy, it's a vibration. So then when we communicate with each other, we are only not talking and listening, we are also absorbing the vibrations which we together create as a collective force. Why are we talking about schools introducing a subject called happiness in a leadership conference? What do we have to do with children? What do we have to do with children? Hanji? Acha, it is because they are the leaders of the future. And what else? Why do we need to talk about children here? It's easy to teach a child, but why would we talk about children in a leadership conference? It's nothing to do with them, right? It's nothing to do with you. Thank you so much. Because every individual walking out from your organization at 6 o'clock in the evening is a parent. Is a parent. And because almost everyone walking out of your organization at 6, 7 in the evening is saying stress is natural, anger is natural, fear is natural, insecurity is natural, comparison is natural, competition is natural. So that whole definition of natural is their energy field, which they, and in most cases, the mother and the father both. And then both these parents reach home with this energy field day after day after day. And so now we have reached a stage where that is becoming the energy field of the children. And now, leave alone people in the age group of 25, 30, 35 saying, I'm stressed. Now we have those little children saying, I'm stressed. And they're also talking about depression. And now they want a subject called happiness. Important question is, even if the government introduces the subject of happiness and the child is taught a lot of things about happiness in that one subject in school, when that child goes home in the evening and the parents come home with all the stress, anxiety and fear, will the child really be able to be happy? Yes? Yeah? तो वो theory क्या होगी? तो वो सिर्फ theory होगी. वो सिर्फ theory होगी. Happiness cannot be taught to a child. They can teach them life skills, they can teach them little tips. A child's emotional health, right from when that child is in the womb of the mother. At the Brahmakumaris, we're doing a very deep study now on what all is happening during those 9 months to the child, because that's where the destiny of the child is getting created. So the emotional health of the child, right from those 9 months in the womb, is directly influenced by the emotional health of the parent. And each of those parents is working in your organization. So if we bring about a slight shift in the way we work, a slight shift in how we connect with each other at workplace, and make it our priority and responsibility that we will send home in the evening happy people. Possible to send home in the evening happy people? Yes? Because if you send home people in the evening happy people, they will go home and have happy families. And if they have happy families, next day morning they'll come happier. And if next day they come happier, the productivity of the organization will be higher. And then you make them even more happier that evening and send them home. And very soon, you will be impacting not the emotional health of your employees, but you will be impacting the emotional health of the entire country. That's where the responsibility lies. So if we are looking at any of the issues in the country today which are affecting children, many states today are saying on an average, 1 every hour student is committing suicide. We read all this in the Times of India, in the Economic Times, and that's it. It's a piece of news. हमारा बच्चा नहीं है उस लिस्ट में. And then we are reading, okay, depression has increased by so and so much. Piece of news. I think together, it's our responsibility to change the news. And we have the power to do that. So when I heard the words that we are ready to be innovative, so maybe innovative is not only about in what we are doing outside, but innovative would first begin with the being who I am inside and how I work every day. Yesterday, I was counseling a couple still to be married in the coming few months. And while they were talking about their do's and don'ts, the husband tells the to-be wife, look, I will never come home before 8 o'clock in the evening. And after I come home, I will be very occupied about what I have to do the next day. So don't expect too much from me. He's telling her this before he's getting married. And then I just looked at him and say, you're not doing any favor to her by talking to her after 8 o'clock in the evening. It's not for her, it's for your good. What is your life going to be if you're going to be doing only this throughout the day? But they don't seem to think about it. उन्हें लग ही नहीं रहा कि कुछ गलत हो रहा है. लग ही नहीं रहा है. क्योंकि हम कह रहे हैं, everyone is doing it. This is how everyone is. And if I am not like that, then I will be out of the race. So I have to be the way everyone is being. Last year, April, WHO announced depression, let's talk. This year, April, WHO is announcing mental health at workplace. Depression at workplace. क्या करेंगे हम? Do you really think it's possible to send back home people happy in the evening? Is it possible? Is it possible? Is it possible? No? Honestly, ask yourself, do we don't want people to be happy and healthy? Do we not want people to be happy and healthy? Yes or no? तो फिर उसके लिए भी तो हमें कुछ सोचकर करना पड़ेगा ना. हाँ जी. Cooperation, respect with each other, yes. Sensitivity, empathy, helping each other. You know, everyone walking into the organization in the morning at 9 o'clock is already carrying an emotional baggage today. Is already carrying a baggage. There is something or the other happening in their personal life or in their family life. It could be health related, it could be relationship related, it could be the mental, emotional well-being related. They're already coming with a baggage in the morning. And they have very huge targets to achieve. So just visualize a scene. Emotionally, एक थका हुआ इंसान सुबह एंटर करता है. Emotionally थका हुआ है. उसको बहुत बड़ा काम दिया जाता है और साथ में उसको डांटा भी जाता है और उसकी निंदा भी की जाती है और उसको दूसरों के साथ कंपेयर भी किया जाता है. तो वो शाम को जितना सुबह थका हुआ आया था उससे कई गुना ज़्यादा थका हुआ कल जाता है. And this is happening day after day after day after day. So now it's no more about emotional health, now it's become an issue of mental health. And if we still don't take care of it, if we still don't pause, if we still don't understand when we are reading 1 in 4 is going through depression, if we still don't introspect, then we don't know where we are heading and where are we taking our own lives and the lives of most of the people of the country. And definitely the lives of the children who are now being born and growing up. So when we all meet together like this, we discuss a lot about what has to be doing in the organization, but we don't talk about how people should be while working with each other. Dignity at workplace, respect for each other at workplace, harmony in relationship at workplace, thinking about people before thinking about what is the target that they have to achieve. We want candidates who have a high emotional quotient. But even if somebody walks in with a high emotional quotient, if he lives a life of stress for another 3-4 years, emotional health is depleted. So now important is who's going to take up the responsibility? Kaun karega? And he has to control himself. Self-management. तो हम इतने सारे जो यहाँ बैठे हैं, we can start. है ना? We can start, right? तो himself करना है, तो himself, let the himself start with me. With me. हाँ जी. हाँ जी.
Before I expect anything from anybody, if I am in his or her position,
Very true.
what I would do.
Right.
If I think and each and every of my step, all solution comes.
So if I empathize with people, if I be with them, talk to them and behave with them the way I would want them to be with me, then सबसे पहली चीज़, I would never use anger or aggression with anybody. Yes or no? Yes or no? आपको लगता है कि जहाँ आपका वर्क क्षेत्र है, is do you really think it's possible to work without using anger as a weapon to get work done? Is it possible to work without using anger as the weapon to get work done? Very good. Anger doesn't get the work done. So is it possible? For me, now let's talk about self. No, we're talking about self-management. So is it possible for me to do everything that I'm doing every day without using this tool of anger? अच्छा, कौन से सही डायरेक्शन देते हैं क्रोध को? क्रोध को किसी चीज़ में कन्वर्ट नहीं कर सकते. अगर एक बार उसको क्रिएट कर दिया तो कर दिया. See, when we create irritation, impatience, anger, over a period of time, when we started, we thought it was to get work done. तो हमने कहा जोर से बोलो काम हो जाता है, जोर से बोलो काम हो जाता है. So we started using it to get work done. And we thought it is in my control. I can use it when I want, and when I don't want, I will not use anger. It's like somebody who starts smoking or starts drinking thinks that alcohol and smoking is completely in my control. When I want to have it, I will have it. When I don't want to have it, I will not have it. But you continue having it on a daily basis for some years. After that, we don't control the addiction controls us. Then it's no more in our control, it overpowers us. Similarly, for many of us, anger today is not in our control. And many of us even say, हम गुस्सा करते थोड़ी हैं, गुस्सा तो अपने आप आ जाता है. आप में से कोई चूज़ करके गुस्सा थोड़ी करेगा, गुस्सा तो अपने आप आ जाएगा. और कई बार तो ये भी नहीं कहते गुस्सा आ जाता है, हम कहते गुस्सा तो वो दिला देते हैं. तो मेरी तो कोई इसमें गलती नहीं है. And so for me not to create anger, it is they who need to change. And so we're waiting for the world to change, because when the world is the way I want them to be, when everyone is working the way I want them to be, when every situation is perfect, I will be perfect. So we are waiting for it to happen from outside in. Okay, when everything is perfect outside, I will be perfect inside. Energy is not going to flow from outside in. Energy is going to flow from inside out. Situations every day, do they have a direct connection to our state of mind? Does a situation have a direct connection with our state of mind? Yes? Yes? Which means situation directly affects our state of mind? Hanji? It should not. We also affect the situation. Very good. So who overpowers who? Situation overpowers us, or we overpower the situation? सिचुएशन का तो कोई स्ट्रेस होता ही नहीं है वैसे भी. नो, सिचुएशन का एक प्रेशर हो सकता है, सिचुएशन का स्ट्रेस नहीं हो सकता है. What is stress? Stress is pressure divided by resilience. That's the formula. Pressure divided by resilience. Pressure कौन सा? External, situation. Resilience, inner strength. So stress is not of the situation, pressure is of the situation. Numerator could be anything, something at work, something at home, my child's behavior, it could be anything. It's the numerator, it's pressure of my life. Denominator is my inner strength. Now today what we have done is we've removed the denominator. And we said अगर numerator बड़ा है तो stress तो ज़्यादा होगा ही होगा. तो we said stress is equal to pressure. तो हम क्या करते गए, जितना जितना प्रेशर बढ़ता गया, स्ट्रेस बढ़ता गया, एंड हमने कहा ये तो नेचुरल है, इतने प्रेशर्स होंगे तो स्ट्रेस तो होगा ही, नेचुरल है, बिकॉज वी वर नॉट टेकिंग इनटू अकाउंट द डिनोमिनेटर and we were not doing anything to increase the denominator. So when we were not doing anything to increase the denominator, and we kept on creating so much of stress, what happened to the denominator? What happened to the denominator? It started reducing. Now what has happened? Numerator is increasing rapidly, pressure. Denominator is decreasing because of not taking care. So stress factor is many folds. And वो जितना बढ़ता जा रहा है, हम फिर भी कह रहे हैं ये तो natural है. Stress is natural or happiness is natural? Stress is natural या happiness is natural? दोनों में से एक ही natural हो सकता है. Disease या health दोनों natural नहीं हो सकते. Health is natural या disease is natural? हाँ जी? Very true. If denominator is higher, happiness is going to be very high because stress level तो अपने आप नीचे हो जाएगा. And we've all witnessed that. In the same situation, two different people with two different denominators will have two different levels of stress. किसी को बहुत बड़ा, कोई कहेगा बहुत बड़ी बात है जी, दूसरा कहेगा ठीक ठीक बात है, तीसरा कहेगा छोटी सी बात है, चौथा कहेगा कोई बात ही नहीं है. होगा ऐसे या नहीं होगा? बात तो वही है, बात का कोई साइज नहीं है. परसेप्शन, तो परसेप्शन मतलब डिनोमिनेटर. लेकिन हमने कहा बात इतनी बड़ी है तो स्ट्रेस तो होगा ही, एंड वी इग्नोर्ड द डिनोमिनेटर. And हमने हमेशा उंगली बाहर रखी, and we said whatever I'm feeling inside, nothing to do with me, not my choice, not in my control, it's completely dependent on outside factors. And that's why whenever we meet, we're talking only about the outside factors. Because अंदर तो कुछ करना ही नहीं है, वो अंदर वाला तो is dependent only on what's happening outside. So what I'm feeling inside, is it dependent on what is happening outside? ओके, एक छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल करते हैं. जस्ट कीप योर लेफ्ट हैंड आउट एंड विदाउट टेलिंग एनीबडी, जस्ट कीप एनी सिचुएशन ऑफ योर लाइफ ऑन दैट. कुछ भी रखिएगा, पर्सनल, प्रोफेशनल, फैमिली, हेल्थ, एनीथिंग, सिचुएशन. एंड ऑन योर राइट हैंड, कीप योर स्टेट ऑफ माइंड इन दैट सिचुएशन. So left hand is my issue of life, my problem of life, my situation of concern, and right hand is my state of mind. Is my right hand connected to my situation in the left hand? हाँ जी, yes, no, think, क्या? हाँ जी? Equation is only one, then we have to put it in all the situations. It won't be a different equation for a few situations and a different equation for other situations. We only have to be clear with the equation. Equation क्या है? A and B. What's the equation? Is the right hand dependent on the left hand? Is your right hand dependent on your left hand? For example, simple example, you walk into the room here and you're walking up to somebody because you know them, they know you, and you're walking up to them to say hello to them, and they look at you, but they ignore you, they turn their face and walk away. Situation. I'm going to talk about the smallest situation which is possible right now. How would you feel? You're walking up to a person to wish them, they look at you, they ignore you, turn around and walk away. Left hand is this. What's on the right hand? What's on the right hand? Options for the right hand? अच्छा, सबसे पहले ये देखिए, how many of you will say, उन्होंने ऐसा किया तो बुरा तो लगना ही है? Anybody feels that way? कि बुरा तो लगना ही है? नहीं, वो छोड़ देते हैं, अभी उनको छोड़ते, अपना देखेंगे सिर्फ। उन्होंने ऐसा किया तो बुरा तो लगना ही है। Do you feel? See, let's look at all the options, ठीक है? अगर हम ये believe करते हैं कि they behave that way, obviously I'll get hurt. When I use this vocabulary, obviously I'll get hurt. Then a friend of mine will say, naturally they disrespected you. तो वो endorse कर देंगे हमारे hurt को आके. And while we are all collectively using this vocabulary, we are trying to say that their behavior, and I had no choice how to respond, obviously I will get hurt. There is no obvious about getting hurt. When I start using words like, obviously I'll get stressed, obviously I'll get upset, obviously I'll get angry, we're trying to say it's an obvious response. There is no choice to respond. हाँ. That's why we are getting hurt. क्या hurt होने के अलावा कोई और option भी था? हाँ. तो we have 3 options. 1. Behave the same way that they did. Choice है. Behave the same way that they did. तो उन्होंने ऐसा किया तो हम भी ऐसा करेंगे. And when we do that, what we have done is we've reflected their energy back to them. So one way of energy is reflect energy back. Second option that we could have done was feel bad, feel hurt, feel upset, feel disrespected. We've absorbed their negativity. So first option, reflect energy. Second option, absorb energy. Third option, energy. Reflect, absorb. Third, transform energy. Now what we need leaders to be is transformers. Transformers of energy, where their behavior, and their behavior means it could be a crisis in the organization, it could be somebody made a mistake, it could be anything, it's anything on the left hand. And leader means they don't say, obviously I will respond this way. Leader means I choose how to respond the right way, irrespective of whatever is there on the left hand. Situation has nothing to do with our state of mind. We have started living an automated way of life where we are not pausing to choose our response, where we are just reacting to the situation. तो फिर क्या हुआ? Left hand पे बातें आती गई. Starting from the way I wake up in the morning, starting from what's the scenario in the morning of how children are woken up at home, starting from how late I'm getting in the morning, to what happens on the road in the traffic, and of course काम पे आ गए तो बहुत सारी बातें हैं. तो left hand पे बातें आती गई. And right hand was not choosing how to respond, right hand was just responding based on the quality of the left hand situation. Situations uncertain, and now responses also started becoming uncertain, the life starts going out of control. Situation be uncertain, response be uncertain. Leader means irrespective of whatever is there on the left hand. छोटी सी बात या बहुत बड़ी बात, I respond with stability, with royalty, with dignity, with my personality. I don't reflect their energy. I don't absorb their energy. I am a leader. I am a transformer. I am the one who's going to empower so many people. If I will get affected with one person's one behavior, where will I have the power to empower an entire organization? कैसे करेंगे? कैसे करेंगे? ये तो कोई सिचुएशन ही नहीं थी ना जो लेफ्ट हैंड पे रखी है. सिचुएशंस तो बहुत सारी आती हैं. So innovative means let's pause every time and change this belief system कि situations decide how I am going to respond. And shift to I am a powerful being and I choose how to respond every time, irrespective of what is the situation, what is the behavior, irrespective. And when we start choosing our response in every situation, the right response, a response which gives me a destiny of happiness and health every minute of every day. So when this person looks at me and turns away, I don't respond according to what is right for him. I respond according to what is right for me. And what is right for me is my emotional well-being, my physical health, my energy field. And so I can just walk up to him and say good evening in spite of him having ignored me. And when I do that, I have just kept my happiness and health intact in those 30 seconds. Happiness has to be earned every 30 seconds when the situation changes. We all talk about how to earn money. We have to talk about how to earn happiness every 30 seconds. जब हम किसी को गुस्सा करते हैं and then you move on to the next scene of your life, वो बैठकर आपको कैसी एनर्जी देता है? कभी सोचा है आपने क्या आता होगा उससे? सोचा है कौन सी एनर्जी आती होगी उससे जिसको हमने डांट दिया अभी अभी? क्या भेजेगा वो हमारे को? एंड आजकल लोग जल्दी जल्दी भूलते भी नहीं बात को, क्योंकि इमोशनल हेल्थ कम है ना, जल्दी नहीं भूलते. पहले फटाफट भूल जाते थे, अब तो बात को बहुत पकड़ के रखते हैं. तो हमने डांट दिया. डांटा क्यों? फॉर द गुड ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. लेकिन नुकसान किसका होने वाला है? नुकसान किसका होने वाला है? मेरा. लीडर मीन्स एज यू वॉक एंड यू मेक योर एवरी मूव, your every thought, word, karma is such which radiates happiness to people and makes you earn lots and lots of blessings from everyone you interact with. धन कमाना सिर्फ पर्पस ऑफ लाइफ नहीं हो सकता. धन सिर्फ सामान ही देगा हमारे को. दुआएं कमाना शुरू करते हैं. दुआएं, blessings in every scene of life, blessings, which means my every karma will be of that quality which will empower the other person. That soul will radiate blessings to me, empowers me. Together he and me will go home happy in the evening. It has to begin with one, but the ripple effect will go to the entire organization. And especially if it's beginning from the leader, very easy to ripple down. Very easy. धन कमाना है सिर्फ तो सामान आएगा घर का. दुआएं कमाएंगे साथ साथ तो खुशी आएगी, सेहत आएगी, रिश्ते मिलेंगे. और सिर्फ आपको नहीं मिलेंगे, आपके घर के हर सदस्य को मिलेंगे. So together with them in the evening today, ask them an important question. कि आपको सिर्फ घर का सामान चाहिए या आपको खुशी भी चाहिए, हेल्थ भी चाहिए, रिश्ते भी चाहिए, ताकि हम कल से उस तरह से काम पर चलें. And one change that we create in ourselves. Trust me, we have the power. WHO says by 2020, depression will become the second cause of death in our country after cardiac arrest. Second cause of death. But if we bring about this change, this innovation, by 2020 we can eradicate depression from our country. That's the power we have. We have that power. हमारे पास वो शक्ति है, लेकिन हम इतना भाग रहे हैं कि हम एक बार रुक कर देखते भी नहीं हैं. हम चेक भी नहीं कर रहे हैं कि हमें जीवन में जो चाहिए था वो मिल रहा है, या हम ऐसे ही भाग रहे हैं क्योंकि सब भाग रहे हैं. एंड सिर्फ इसी डर से भाग रहे हैं कि अगर हम थोड़ा सा भी स्लो हो गए, कहीं हम उनसे पीछे ना रह जाएं, तो हम भागते ही जा रहे हैं. And also because every business magazine says successful person only depends on how much they have earned. So वो छोटे छोटे बच्चे को भी हम यही सिखा देते हैं, success only means how many marks you got. So the corporate sector, if we change the definition of success, what's the point of having earned so much if I'm undergoing depression, if I'm having a problem with my wife, if my children are not happy? Can I call myself successful? No. So I'm successful if I'm happy, if I'm healthy, if I have beautiful relationships, and I'm doing great at work. 4 pillars. What's the first priority of life? First, number 1?
Health.
Number 1? Health. Acha. Number 2? What is your first priority of life? अच्छा, प्रायोरिटी छोड़ते हैं. फर्स्ट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी ऑफ लाइफ. The person I met yesterday, he says, my first responsibility is work. My second responsibility is family. Self का तो उसने नाम ही नहीं लिया, तो वो तो सोचा ही नहीं. क्योंकि we thought if I'm doing well at work, my family will be happy, and if both these things are fine, मैं तो अपने आप ही ठीक हो जाऊँगा. And वो हुआ नहीं. वो हुआ नहीं.
One priority in life, everybody has to die. So if I die, if somebody doesn't say good about me, I don't mind. But the person should not say he was a bad person.
Agreed, they should not say I was a bad person after I die, but it's important they should not say that even today. नहीं? आज भी तो ना बोले ना. And it's not about bad person. They will not call us a bad person. लेकिन जब हम किसी को डांट देते हैं चलते चलते, उसको इतनी चोट लगती है, वो रोता है अंदर, वो हर्ट है, और उसके हर्ट का कारण कौन है? हम. तो वो सारा दर्द की एनर्जी किसके पास जाएगी? जो उसके हर्ट का स्टिमुलस था, सिचुएशन. क्योंकि जिसको हमने डांटा उसके लेफ्ट हैंड पर हम बैठे हैं उस टाइम. वी वर द कॉज ऑफ पेन फॉर हिम दैट डे. So responsibility. Responsibility means the ability to respond in every situation. Responsibility. Not react in situations. Ability to choose my response. So spirituality teaches us, first responsibility, self, happy. Second responsibility, family, harmony. And ये दोनों करके if we go to work, magic is certain. Magic is certain. थके हुए ही इतने miracles हम create कर लेते हैं, तो happy लोग कितने miracles create करेंगे? सोचो. सोचो. And which means in every scene of life, while I'm working and while I'm getting work done, I have to take care that this is my responsibility. This is my responsibility. Okay, this has to be stable. Then I can empower, and then together we can create magic in the organization. So let's start putting our own name on the responsibility list of that whole long list we have. Most of us carry diaries and most of us have a to-do calendar. With your to-do column, let's add a to-be column. Okay, while I'm doing this, how am I going to be? 9 to 10, how am I going to be? 10 to 11, how am I going to be? And if I start taking care of how I am going to be, the doing will automatically flow. Apne aap ho jayega. And then together we will come home happy to our families. Do you think the corporate sector can take this up as a responsibility? Hanji, creating enthusiasm. जब हम थके हुए होंगे ना इतने See, enthusiasm is second. It's a secondary quality. What is the first root quality of a person? If I am emotionally fatigued, not since 5 days, but maybe since 20 years, emotionally fatigued, where is the enthusiasm going to come from? See the same person on a picnic, you will be surprised he is the same person who works for you. From where has all the enthusiasm come? कहाँ से आ गई? Office में क्यों नहीं आ रही है? The workplace will have to be like a family now. That belongingness, because people are spending very little time with family. So the workplace will have to have that vibration of a family, and that's the responsibility of the leader, because the leader will be the parent of that family.
From my experience, I can tell you one thing, that people usually, those who responsibly try to take pressure, usually are more responsible. And people who do not take pressure are usually not responsible.
We're not even, obviously we have to take responsibility, obviously we have to face all the pressure with stability. It's here. Same situation, okay, let's look at same situation. Abhi, agar yahan ek situation aa jaye, would all of us respond the same way? Sure. It's a situation. Everyone's going to get affected. Would we respond the same way? No. That itself shows that the situation doesn't decide the response. तो कोई बहुत tensed होगा, कोई थोड़ा tensed होगा, कोई बहुत stable होगा. Situation will be the same. Situation will be the same. So just shift your focus from always looking at the situation and holding the situation responsible for how you feel, and shift to I start feeling a different way in the same situation. And उसके लिए हमें क्या करना होगा? Every morning, before you leave to work, instead of finding out what is happening in the world today, and absorbing all information of terror and violence and crisis and pain in the world, when we absorb information of the outer world, that becomes the quality of my inner world. And as will be the quality of my inner world, so will I radiate and make the outer world tomorrow. So just for 20 minutes at least, first thing in the morning, instead of absorbing information from the outer world and influencing your inner world, sit with your inner world for 20 minutes. And take care of your inner world. Nurture your inner world. Fill it with information of happiness and compassion and empathy and respect. कुछ ऐसी बातें इसके अंदर डालें. नहीं तो सुबह सुबह उठते फ़ोन ऑन करते अगर सिर्फ दूसरी बातें इसके अंदर आएंगी तो इसको तो गैप भी नहीं मिलेगा to be able to create something else. 20 minutes, let's say 30 minutes, to take care of our emotional and physical health together. 30 minutes for self-care. The World Physician Association this year has introduced in their oath for doctors a paragraph which says self-care before taking care of other people. And they said because doctors are not taking care of themselves, they are going through something which is called a compassion fatigue. Compassion कम हो रही है. थके हुए हैं, कैसे compassion आएगी? Physically नहीं, emotionally थके हुए हैं. तो सुबह सुबह दिन की शुरुआत अच्छी खुराक खाकर निकलें घर से मन के लिए. 30 minutes. Choose whatever you like to watch, read, listen, anything which has information full of respect, compassion, love, peace, happiness. and you will start believing, start experimenting and start living that happiness is natural. Stress तो सिर्फ एक बीमारी है जो अपना ध्यान न रखने की वजह से हो गई, उस वजह से वो हुई है। जैसे ही हम अपना ध्यान रखना शुरू करेंगे, यू विल गो टू वर्क एंड यू विल फाइंड दैट अब छोटी छोटी बातें आपके ऊपर कोई असर नहीं करती, अब आप इरिटेट नहीं हो रहे, और फिर आप देंगे थोड़े दिन के अंदर अंदर कि बड़ी बड़ी बात में भी आपको गुस्सा नहीं आता। क्यों? सुबह सुबह अच्छी खुराक खाकर निकले हैं घर से। आज सुबह सुबह हम बहुत कुछ और ही खाकर निकल रहे हैं सुबह। So anybody can experiment with this, a 2-month experiment. Let media information not be your first source of food for the emotional health first thing in the morning. So all that we need is a change of emotional diet. Emotional diet change करनी होगी। 30 minutes, consume ज्ञान, meditate, yoga, pranayam. 30 minutes, that's all. And that 30 minutes makes us a leader, not just by position, but by leader, by that innate power that we have. And then when this powerful leader walks out of the house, he will empower or she will empower each soul who comes in there. That's it. And that leader will send home powerful and happy people in the evening. And that leader will become instrumental towards not creating just 500,000 happy people, but 500,000 happy families. We're creating families.
My experience in life shows a boss, each boss in an organization should have a high degree of emotional intelligence and spiritual intelligence, both, besides having their people intelligence. Because if he is not having concern for the employees, he is asking, the boss is asking the employee to sit late, come on Sunday, work in a private company. How can he keep the employees happy? So he can keep the employees happy also with his concern also. He has to also go there and see his family. Because most of the things will be happening for getting good work, for productivity, increasing productivity and so many things. They are not taking care of the employees.
And that's why when we finish this conference tomorrow afternoon, before you go back to work, have on your list at least 3 things which we will do to create a happier organization. One thing which we are experimenting with organizations is to make every organization a no anger organization, where no one is allowed to get angry with anyone, starting from the leader's chamber. No smoking and no anger, both are contagious to health. करके देखिए, कोई भी किसी पर भी। Assertive, yes. Discipline, yes. लेकिन aggression, abusive language, dignity खत्म, अपनी भी और दूसरे की भी. This does not create a respectful work environment. So let's eradicate that from our organization, and we will see it would not just be happy people, but a very, 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 very profitable organization. Just take 30 seconds of silence again and visualize yourself a powerful leader. I am a powerful being. My every thought, my every behavior is my choice, irrespective of situation, irrespective of their behavior. I am the master. I create. I am stable, powerful, always. And my power empowers them. Purpose of my life: to radiate compassion and to earn blessings. सबको दुआएं देना और दुआएं कमाना मेरे जीवन का लक्ष्य है। ओम शांति। Thank you so much.